Please like the video and share it so that it reaches many more people and you get sawaba, or rewards from Allah. This could be a sawabe jariyah or continuous reward for you long after you are gone.
Volume 3, Book 48, number 830. Narrated by Abu Bakr. A man praised another man in front of the Prophet. The Prophet said to him, "Woe to you! You have cut off your companion's neck, you have cut off your companion's neck," repeating it several times, and then added, "Whoever amongst you has to praise his brother should say, I think that he is so and so. And Allah knows exactly the truth, and I do not confirm anybody's good conduct before Allah, but I think him so and so, if he really knows what he says about him." Volume 3, Book 48, number 831. Narrated by Abu Musa al-Ash'ari. The Prophet heard someone praising another and exaggerating in his praise. The Prophet said, "You have ruined or cut the man's back by praising him so much." Volume 3, Book 48, number 832. Narrated by Ibn Umar. Allah's apostle called me to present myself in front of him on the eve of the Battle of Uhud, while I was 14 years of age at that time, and he did not allow me to take part in that battle, but he called me in front of him on the eve of the Battle of the Trench when I was 15 years old, and he allowed me to join the battle. Nafi said, "I went to Umar bin Abdul Aziz, who was caliph at that time, and related the above narration to him. He said, 'This age, 15, is the limit between childhood and manhood,' and wrote to his governors to give salaries to those who reached the age of 15. Volume 3, Book 48, number 833. Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri. The Prophet said, "Bath on Friday is compulsory for those who have attained the age of puberty." Volume 3, Book 48, number 834. Narrated by Abdullah. Allah's apostle said, "If somebody takes a false oath in order to get the property of a Muslim, unjustly, by that oath, then Allah will be angry with him when he will meet him." Al-Ash'af informed me, "By Allah, this was said regarding me. There was a dispute about a piece of land between me and a man from the Jews who denied my right. I took him to the Prophet. Allah's apostle asked me, 'Do you have an evidence?' I replied in the negative. He said to the Jew, 'Take an oath.' I said, 'O Allah's apostle, he will surely take an oath and take my property unjustly.' So Allah revealed, 'Verily, those who purchase a little gain at the cost of Allah's covenant and their oaths.' 3.77. Volume 3, Book 48, number 835. Narrated by Ibn Abu Mulaika. Ibn Abbas wrote that the Prophet gave his verdict on the basis of the defendant's oath. Volume 3, Book 48, number 836. Narrated by Abu Wa'il. Abdullah bin Mas'ud said, "Whoever takes a false oath in order to grab some property unjustly, Allah will be angry with him when he will meet him." Allah confirmed that through his divine revelation, "Verily, those who purchase a little gain at the cost of Allah's covenant and their oaths, they will have a painful punishment." 3.77. Al-Ash'af bin K came to us and asked, "What is Abu Abdurrahman, i.e., Abdullah, telling you?" We told him what he was narrating to us. He said, "He was telling the truth. This divine verse was revealed in connection with me. There was a dispute between me and another man about something, and the case was filed before Allah's apostle, who said, 'Produce your 2 witnesses or else the defendant is to take an oath.' I said, 'The defendant will surely take a false oath caring for nothing.' The Prophet said, 'Whoever takes a false oath in order to grab others' property, then Allah will be angry with him when he will meet him." Then Allah revealed its confirmation. Al-Ash'af then recited the above divine verse. 3.77. Volume 3, Book 48, number 837. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. Hilal bin Umayyah accused his wife before the Prophet of committing illegal sexual intercourse with Sharik bin Salma. The Prophet said, "Produce a proof, or else you would get the legal punishment, by being lashed, on your back." Hilal said, "O Allah's Apostle, if any one of us saw another man over his wife, would he go to search for a proof?" The Prophet went on saying, "Produce a proof or else you would get the legal punishment, by being lashed, on your back." The Prophet then mentioned the narration of li'an, as in the Holy Book. Surah Al-Nur, 24. Volume 3, Book 48, number 838. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. Allah's Apostle said, "There are three persons whom Allah will neither talk to nor look at, nor purify from the sins, and they will have a painful punishment. They are, sad face. 1. A man possessed superfluous water on a way and he withheld it from the travelers. 2. A man who gives a pledge of allegiance to a Muslim ruler, and gives it only for worldly gains. If the ruler gives him what he wants, he remains obedient to it, otherwise he does not abide by it. And 3. A man bargains with another man after the Asr prayer and the latter takes a false oath in the name of Allah, claiming that he has been offered so much for the thing, and the former believes him and buys it." Volume 3, Book 48, number 839. Narrated by Ibn Mas'ud. The Prophet said, "Whoever takes a false oath in order to grab others' property, then Allah will be angry with him when he will meet him." Volume 3, Book 48, number 840. Narrated by Abu Hurairah. The Prophet asked some people to take an oath, and they hurried for it. The Prophet ordered that lots should be drawn amongst them as to who would take an oath first. Volume 3, Book 48, number 841. Narrated by Abdullah bin Abu Awfa. A man displayed some goods in the market and took a false oath that he had been offered so much for them though he was not offered that amount. Then the following divine verse was revealed. Verily, those who purchase a little gain at the cost of Allah's covenant and their oaths will get painful punishment. 3.77 Ibn Abu Awfa added, "Such person as described above is a treacherous riba eater, i.e. eater of usury." Volume 3, Book 48, number 842. Narrated by Abu Wa'il from Abdullah. The Prophet said, "Whoever takes a false oath in order to grab another man's, or his brother's, property, then Allah will be angry with him when he will meet him." Then Allah confirmed this by revealing the divine verse, "Verily, those who purchase a little gain at the cost of Allah's covenant and their oaths will get painful punishment." 3.77 Al-Ash'ath met me and asked, "What did Abdullah tell you today?" I said, "So and so." He said, "The verse was revealed regarding my case."